Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, oh hey, hi, your hair is crazy, say hi, I'm Eleanor. Hi guys and welcome back. So today's video is going to be budget-friendly farmhouse decor. Basically, how to turn your home into a farmhouse. For those of you who've never seen my videos before and don't know anything about me, hi, I'm Sarah, and I have two amazing little babies. One almost 1-year-old girl and a 3-year-old little girl, and a great husband. But we don't have the big fancy house that I feel like I see all the time on YouTube. I wish we did, but unfortunately our finances didn't work out in that way at the moment, so we don't have a house yet. We still live in a 2-bedroom apartment. And as much as I absolutely 100% love this little apartment, I would love to get a house sometime in the foreseeable future, but that's just all going to depend if we can afford it. And I feel like there's a lot of us, and maybe some of you, who go through that same experience, and you see all these beautiful houses on YouTube and all of these like giant kitchens, and you want that and you don't have it, or you just feel like it's not as relatable because you don't have that. And I sometimes feel like that because I would love a bigger kitchen, I'd love a bigger space, and I don't really have that. And but I still want to decorate and feel cozy and feel like I live in a nice home. So this video is going to be how to just kind of transform your house into what you want it to with good, inexpensive, budget-friendly decor. Now, the new trend right now is the farmhouse decor. I feel like a lot of that happened with, is it Fixer Upper, Chip and Joanna Gaines? I'm not a big person who watches that stuff, but I do know who they are, and I know that they really kind of put the farmhouse trend back on the map. So I feel like that's like the cool stuff now, and I want to show you some things that we've done in our apartment, and so maybe you can feel like maybe if you don't have a big house or you still live in an apartment, that you still can have a farmhouse, even if it's technically a little farm home or a little farm apartment and not necessarily a farmhouse, but you still feel cozy, you still can keep up with the trends and feel like you live in a nice, inviting space. Now, we have a lot of mid-century kind of modern still furniture and decor items. We have that since we first moved into our apartment together, and I'm really starting to wanting to kind of evolve that and go to a different direction. I've had that decor for a number of years now, and I'm just getting kind of sick of it. Now, there's some pieces that we're still keeping, obviously, like furniture and things that are a lot more expensive that we don't have the money just to switch up whenever we want to. And there's still a couple of decorations and decor items that we are also still keeping, but that I think still mix really well with the farmhouse vibe. So if you don't want to go crazy intense farmhouse, but you still want little touches, then this video is for you. Or even if you want to go crazy intense farmhouses, this video is for you. So, first thing I will start out is with my table. I feel like that really transformed our space. Now, if you watched my What I Got for Christmas video, you will have seen this table. I was so excited for this table. My husband got it for me for Christmas. I looked through tons and tons and tons of different tables, and I just settled on this one. It was a great price, and it had a lot of good reviews if you looked through different websites. We got this through Walmart. We paid $0 shipping, and it came really, really fast, and it was in perfect condition when it came. I love this table. It's perfect farmhouse vibe, but still has the modern leg to it, so it doesn't feel too bulky for an apartment, and still has that modern twist that we have and still like. So definitely recommend this table. I believe when we got it on sale it was under $200, and you cannot beat that for a dining room table, and it is nice and sturdy. The next thing to go with the table is I had to decide on the chairs I wanted. Now, in my What I Got for Christmas videos, you will see chairs that we originally had planned on getting, and it just didn't work out. They ran out of stock and they weren't getting any time back in soon. And the chairs were something that is really hard to get get with a good budget. Now, like I said, I feel like dining room pieces are really what's the cool thing about farmhouse vibes, but they can be so pricey. So instead of getting the kind of spindle chairs, for lack of better words, we ended up deciding to get metal chairs from Target. Now, these were like really popular a couple years ago. but I still see them with tons and tons of Farmhouse Decor. And the reason that I really love them is that we decided to get them in a mint color. Now the mint color really brings a pop and vibrancy to the space. It has a lot of light. We have a lot of monotone colors going on in this apartment. It can be kind of dark and dreary, so it's nice to bring light in, especially in the dining room area. I just feel like it's inviting. I want to sit down at the table and eat my dinner. It's cozy. I freaking love it. I wish I had a before picture to show you what our dining room area looked like before to what it is now. It is 100% different, and if I can find a little clip, I will insert it because I'm telling you, it is so different and I love it. The other thing on the chairs I wanted to mention is that they were from Target. I'm not sure if I said that, but they're from Target, and you get a set of 2 for under $100. I think they were like $94 for a set of 2. So I just ordered 2 sets, and there we go. The next big thing that I was most excited for is this Farmhouse Sign. Now, this thing is like a super popular thing, I feel like, and it's hard to get. I want to say Chip and Joanna had one similar, Magnolia sign or something. It was like really hard to get on and really expensive. Well, Hobby Lobby came out with this one, which is such a good steal. It is beautiful. I love the way it's made, and it is a huge statement piece, so it takes up this whole wall. Before, we had just basic little gold mirrors on this wall. They were cute, they were fine, they were great for what we needed them for at the time, which was our mid-century kind of modern vibe. But they didn't go with this farmhouse table. So I'm glad we found this. This was at Hobby Lobby, like I said. It was originally $59.99, which is still not a bad price for this piece. But Hobby Lobby always has a deal. So either if the stuff is half off or 40% off, or they always have a 40% off coupon for anything that's full price. So it's either one week it's half off and the next week it's not, but you can still use that 40% coupon if it's full price. So I think I ended up spending only like $30 on this piece. So worth it. It's giant, it takes up this whole space, and it really helps bring that farmhouse vibe together, especially because it does say farmhouse. Next thing is our kitchen. Now, we have a very small kitchen with very limited space, so as much as I really want to put really cute like knickknacks on the counter, I really don't have the option because we pretty much use every single space that we have available to us. So, something that was important to me is because I love mugs, I love coffee, but our drink storage, cup storage area was getting a little bit limited with my daughter, and both daughters actually, because now the oldest, or the youngest, is starting to go into sippy cups too. So we'll need more supplies. And my ever-growing mug collection just kept growing and growing and growing. So I decided to find a mug rack. Now I know a number of things that are on Fixer Upper too, is they do mug racks and like little coffee bar areas, and I know that these are a bit more expensive. Well, I found this one on Amazon. I want to say it was under 45, if not definitely under 50. They can get pretty pricey. This one hangs on the wall. I like it because it was just a pretty decent, inexpensive option. It's sturdy enough. It doesn't have any frills or filigree or anything like on it. It's just basic. And I dressed it up with not only the mugs, because I feel like they can be fun accent pieces, but I also dressed it up with the little kitchen sign above it. I feel like they just elevated it. You could do maybe like the farm fresh pies or something fun. Whatever sign you can find at Target, or some inexpensive thing to really kind of amp up the area, or some coffee related thing. Whatever you have, you go for it. But I just like the little kitchen sign. I just think it's cute. It adds a little nice hominess. And I'm glad I put something used to that wall, because beforehand I just used to hang little pictures and stuff, and it really just never felt like it really completed the room. I know it's a kitchen, but I wanted something there, and I'm really glad we found this one. Okay, so with that being said, I feel like there are tons of mugs. I know the Rae Dunn thing is really popular, but let me quickly say that now Rae Dunn, I know it's hard to kind of get your hands on, and I know the best place to find them are like Home Goods and TJ Maxx, but let me also just say that they have come out with tons of dupes and very similar styles to Rae Dunn. I know a lot of people may still just want the exact Rae Dunn mugs, but if you're looking for kind of dupeable items, then definitely check out like Amazon or Walmart. Mud Pie makes really similar mugs and pieces, and you're going to see one in this video that look great like Rae Dunn. I found tons of them at Hobby Lobby the other day and almost purchased a couple, but I just decided that I have way too many mugs. But they have tons that are super similar to Rae Dunn right now. A whole entire like big like shelving unit of all these different pieces. And so if you're looking for them and you can't get your hands on them but really like that vibe, definitely check out Hobby Lobby because tons of them and they were beautiful. So, okay, moving on to my doable Rae Dunn item. So I have this really cute little sponge holder. I hate when my sponge just hangs on the sink. I think it looks gross. It's not cute. I know it's like, why do you really need a cute area? But it looks nice. It looks cleaner. It makes it look not as dirty and gross over there. And sometimes sponges, just when they're being used, they are not. They look gross. So this kind of conceals that a little bit. And I just think it adds like a cute little charm to that area. Once again, this is not a Rae Dunn piece. This is a mud pie piece, but it looks really similar to Rae Dunn. Alright, so I got this little mud pie sponge dish from Amazon and it was, I think, under $10. So definitely worth it. Super cute. It looks super similar to Rae Dunn. Or that little farmhouse vibe, and I think it adds a little something extra. So if you're looking for some spices up to your kitchen, these are great options without spending a whole lot of money. The next thing I got was this little coffee tin holder, which I just think is so sweet and cute. I already had something very similar, like a retro tin that I got from HomeGoods a couple years ago. And it works great to hold my K-cups for my Keurig, and I think it just adds a lot of really cute like little pizzazz to the area. So and this is also still goes with like the farmhouse vibe. It's still vintage, but it's not as retro and wild and bold and red like the other one was. Now this one is just a little bit more toned down, and I think goes really nicely over here and keeps the kind of like mess of the K-cups out everywhere. It's still easily accessible. Chairs, inexpensive, and looks really cute. They have all different colors. They have browns, they have rose gold, which are stunning. They have yellow, they have navy blue, they had white, they had black, they had every color under the sun. I just really happened to really love the mint because I thought it really added a lot of life to the room. Ollie, please be quiet. Okay, the thing to add to bring that farmhouse vibe in is wall art. And it's pretty inexpensive to find wall art now, especially with like Target Dollar Spot, with Hobby Lobby, with just going off of Amazon. There's tons of places you can find inexpensive wall art that has the farmhouse vibe without breaking the bank. So the first thing I want to talk about is this cute little high sign. I got this from Hobby Lobby. It was inexpensive. It was half off again, and I just really liked it. I thought it added a lot to this room. It's just cute. It adds just a little bit of different texture and designs. Gallery walls are great, and as you can tell, we have this gallery wall, and this one is actually from our old apartment that I've now continually kind of morph and bring different pieces in and kind of make it work, because it definitely still has a lot of a modern, my mid-century modern flair to it rather than just farmhouse. But I'm slowly adding pieces in that I feel like help kind of bring all of the vibes together. So the high is one of them. I like adding that kind of rustic wood piece in there, but it's still nice and clean, so it doesn't look out of place. I also have a letterboard. Now letterboards are like super in right now. This is from Letterfolk. I got this for my birthday last year. I love this one. This is a really great quality one. It is a bit more expensive, but it's totally worth it if you're looking for one that's going to last you a long time if you plan on using it a lot. But I do know that you can find letterboards at Hobby Lobby now. You can find letterboards at Target. They have them in the dollar spot right now during Valentine's Day. I think you can find more on Amazon now. So they're really bringing out a lot of inexpensive options if you don't want to fork out the money that it costs for the actual Letterfolk letterboard. Okay, another thing that I love are little pennants, flags, I don't even know what to call it, like drapery, tapestries. I love them. As you can tell, you'll find them probably all over my apartment. I just love the way they look. I think they're fun. I think they're really cute and sweet and a great way to add some cute quotes or things that you want to live your life by, or just things to keep on the back of your mind at all times. So as you can tell in the gallery wall, I did have one that says, "Oh my darling." I got that from HomeGoods a couple years back, but I see them all the time at Hobby Lobby and at Target and at HomeGoods, so those things are easily findable and inexpensive. But the newest one to my collection is over where I actually used to hang my letter board. Now, this also hangs by a very, very dead plant. I'm not good at keeping plants alive, I'll be honest with you. I tried and I failed miserably. So I'm actually going to go to Hobby Lobby and buy a fake potted plant, so I can hang that up there and feel like I'm actually good at keeping plants alive, but it'll be fake the whole time. So that's my next journey. But I have this tapestry, which I just got from Hobby Lobby for $20. So beautiful. It's huge. I love the verse that it says on it. They had a couple different options too there if you didn't like this verse or weren't feeling anything particularly religious. I just think it takes up a wall. It's a statement piece. It looks pretty, but it's not overly dramatic or overly bold where it doesn't go with the rest of the room or draws way too much attention to it. I feel like it just flows nicely through everything. So this is a really good, great option to add to an empty wall or maybe above a mantle, something that you need a big piece of some sort of artwork or print or something, but you don't know what to go and you don't want to do anything too bold. Now we'll quickly go to the mantle. I don't think I've ever really shown you my mantle that it wasn't during the fall or Christmas time. This one's really great because this is kind of how it is during all the seasons besides the holidays. So we have this giant print that I got made from Etsy, and it is sitting in an IKEA frame that was under like $10. It was super cheap. And the words in the print says, "Darling, you send me." That is from a Sam Cooke song that my husband and I danced to on our wedding day, and so it means a lot to me, and a lot of people come in and be like, okay, that's cute, but that's kind of a random quote, but it's like, it's sentimental to me, and it's from our wedding song, but it's not overly, like, there's not a big picture, giant picture of our faces or something on the mantle. It's something that's sentimental and sweet, but kind of like an underlying little thing, you know, it's just for us. So I think that's a really good option for you guys too. If you're looking for another way to do prints and stuff, you can easily type something up yourself, or there's tons and tons of artists on Etsy that you can have them. They'll do like your text here, and it's like $4 for digital file, and they'll write whatever you want, and you can get it made I get mine made at Walmart. It's inexpensive. Frame is from IKEA. So that whole like piece of art I think was probably $25 total, and it's a giant frame. Next thing on my mantle, I just like to add a lot of greenery. A lot of these pieces are things that I've collected through the years, some from IKEA, but most of them are succulents and stuff from Target Dollar Spot. They're inexpensive. I showed you this little cactus one that I got this past couple weeks ago in my recent Target haul, and I just put that up there. I think it adds a lot of nice color. I love adding greenery, even though I can't keep things alive. That's why I like to add the fake things, because I think it adds a little life to the space. It adds color to the space without you adding like an actual piece of artwork or some distracting kind of color. This is nice, and it's kind of just blends in with everything because it's plant. It's nature. So the other pieces, I got like the little house, the wooden house from Hobby Lobby a couple years back. The large glass rose gold house is a terrarium that I got from Target a couple Christmases ago. And but everything just kind of goes together. I like to add and take away pieces throughout the seasons as well, and just kind of build that up. So the last thing I want to mention are pillows and throws. I feel like these can really help escalate a space as well. Now most people would say to commit to like linen or like a gray or a white or something that all goes in the same total family. And as you can see, I do have some gray, like a linen-y kind of vibe there, but we have a really dark couch, and I like to add a little pop of color when I can. I change my pillows throughout pretty much every season, so this is a nice way to add a little bit of something before I get bored and a little bit of interest to the room. So the two pillows, the two blue pillows that are on the couch are from Walmart. They're the Better Homes line, and I got each one for under $10. So I want to say, let's just say like 16 total. I think that they were like $8.99 or something on sale. So 16 total for two pillows, which is a great deal because pillows get expensive and they're really nice. They're really full and fluffy. They're beautiful. I love the colors that they do because they're bright and enticing, but they're not overly bold and distracting. I also have a nice, just kind of blue, sea foam blue kind of throw on there that I got from QVC actually, and they're really cozy and comfortable. I recommend those. But you can find throws anywhere. They don't have to be anything fancy, but I think it helps kind of ties the blues in. And I feel like it's a good place to place color without overdoing it, like I said, with like a giant print or something. If you really try to stay pretty neutral, I think it just pops of colors are nice, so those are a really great option. And the last pillow I want to talk about is another one from Better Homes and Gardens from Walmart. This one was also really inexpensive, under $10, and I love this one. It says "Bless this home," and it's just so cute. I think it's so sweet. I love the text on it. I love the black and kind of linen-y fabric on it. I think it's perfect for the farmhouse vibe. This can go on your couch and go anywhere. I put this on this chair, even though they're similar in colors. I don't know, I like it, don't judge me. This little throw in the back of the chair is the last piece I want to talk about. And this is also from Walmart. It was also very inexpensive. And it's just metallic gray and white and kind of silvery throw. I just use this for looks, to be honest with you. We don't use this as a blanket because it's a tiny bit itchy, but I'm sure with washing it would be totally fine. But I just kind of keep it on the back of this chair because it's something that we first see. That's kind of the area with that tapestry and that chair that we really see when we first walk in the door. And so I think it's nice to have something that's inviting and cozy, and that little space does it for me. I love it. I love the grays because I think it also brings the tones of the little things like our couch and like our rug and some of the prints and stuff. I feel like it adds a little bit without everything being too beige. I think it's nice to bring in kind of like brighter gray or cooler tones too. So those are my best advice, is to go just looking at inexpensive stores because you can find so many cute farmhouse things for super cheap. Another great option to do is go thrift store shopping, go to garage sales, because there are tons of things that people will just get rid of now that you could easily vamp up, DIY some stuff, or things that are perfectly suitable for the way they already are, and you could just use them in your home. But I hope I gave you some good ideas. I hope I inspired you to kind of soup up your little home, whether it be a giant house or you live in a tiny little apartment like I do. I just want you to feel at home and cozy and feel like you can really relax in your space and feel inspired, because that's what's really important to me. I am a huge homebody, but I want to be able to feel inspired and cozy and joyful in my space. So these new touches, this little renovation, this mini decoration, modern makeover has really helped, and I'm so happy to come home and just be in this space because I think it's so fun and cute in here, and it just makes me feel cozy and at home, and it makes me appreciate the fact that even if I don't have a giant house, I can still feel inspired and excited and proud of the work that I did here. So I will leave a link below to all of the pieces that I mentioned if I can find them online still. And if I forgot something, please let me know. But I think I covered everything. So I think that's it. That's all I want to talk about for this video. It would mean the world to me if you guys hit that subscribe button below and join this little family. I love you guys so much. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you guys all very soon. Bye, guys.
Darling, you